Kev G, weather overview, and this is the main part of the forecast that I'm very concerned about. It's this Thursday and Friday situation. Not so much with the snow, because I don't think it's going to snow a lot at the coast tomorrow with the system that is moving through, and I'll show you why in just a second. But this is how the wind chill is going to be for a good balance of the day on Thursday, courtesy of NOAA. This is actually from 1 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is what it's going to feel like outside. Widespread below zero wind chills on your skin. The actual air temperature will be in the single digits, but with the combination of that roaring northwest wind, this is our wind chill factor, and it is not pretty. This is frostbite territory. If you're out there with exposed skin for more than 15, 20 minutes, you really need to cover up. And Thursday is just going to be a brutal day around here. There's no question about it. We have a first-class Arctic air mass moving in. So I think the snow is kind of a sideshow tomorrow in light of the fact that such a tremendous cold is coming, albeit for a short amount of time. And the good news also, if you want to look on the bright side of things with the cold, is we're not going to get the worst of it. But let's deal with the snow situation first, or lack thereof, in my opinion, because this is tomorrow afternoon, and it's raining on the coast. And the bulk of the snow stays to the north and west, and the rain is the primary thing on the coast. Once again, it might be towards midnight that it changes over to a few flakes at the end, but I mean, really not much home to write about for the immediate tri-state area, Long Island, coastal Jersey, coastal Connecticut. It's areas north and west over the Hudson Valley and into Connecticut that are going to see several inches. You know, we're talking the hills of northwest Connecticut even. You know, not really anywhere, towards the coast of Connecticut, and then upstate New York, up the Hudson Valley, several inches could come. And then we deal with the increasingly cold and potentially dangerous temperatures. And what happens is that this is the GFS depiction of where we're going as far as the overall temperatures are concerned. This is where we stand right now. And as we go in time, by about Wednesday, midday or so, that's when our temperatures are going to just basically free fall. Now, the area of the coldest temperatures stay over the Midwest. So for places like Chicago, Des Moines, Milwaukee, and Minneapolis, these areas are going to get record cold. It is going to be unbelievably cold in these areas with nighttime lows going lower than 20 below zero. I could hardly believe it myself. Now, for our area, it's going to be bad enough, but the core of the cold will miss. We will get quite a bit colder here, as we saw on Thursday, and into Friday we see a little bit of moderation. But by the time we really have to wait until Sunday, it looks like, to get above freezing. But it warms up quickly in the wake of this severely cold air mass that is going to move in to start February. So here is in telecast. Now Wednesday, we start out at 30. And then the bottom falls out probably by mid-afternoon. If you're out there around lunchtime on Wednesday, that's when you're going to notice. Here we go. You know, you're going to notice that wind just howling. We do no better than 15 on Thursday with a low of 4 on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and then slowly creeping up back for the weekend with perhaps some rain chances early next week. But all in all, a bitter Arctic blast is on the way, the second one of this winter season, and it is going to be a formidable one as we open February.